Joining me on Impact Catalyst is the Executive Director of Daystar Life Center, Heide Cornell. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
So as for folks who aren't familiar with Daystar, let's start with a quick 101 of all the good stuff that you do.
Okay. So Daystar Life Center is located in South St. Petersburg. We provide the necessities of life to our neighbors in need. That's our tagline. Basically, what we offer is short and long-term solutions for individuals who have fallen on hard times and do not have a safety net. So perhaps you've gotten ill and you've lost time at work. It's happened to so many people. And now you're faced with having to pay your rent and your utilities, feeding your family. We have food pantry services. We have rental assistance. We have utility assistance. For our true homeless clients, we offer a place where they can get their mail safe and secure, for people who are sheltered as well. And then we also have a focus on nutrition and health and well-being. So when individuals come to us, we first take care of that immediate need, and then we work with our clients to try to build a healthy and sustainable life where they don't need to rely on agencies like Daystar for assistance any longer. So we work on long-term solutions for them as well.
It sounds like a lot of different things that you offer, a lot of different benefits. So then what's sort of the fence you put around, who you're trying to solve? Obviously there are different organizations that do different pieces of that. Do you really focus on a geographical area or a certain type of clientele? What's the flavor of work?
So the majority of our clients are individuals who, they're employed, but they're asset limited. About 75% of the individuals we assist fall within that category. And our purpose is to prevent homelessness. So that's who we really try to focus on. Geographically, it would be anyone in Pinellas County. So while we don't have strict income requirements, if someone is faced with homelessness, we will work with that individual to make sure that doesn't happen.
That would be the ALICE is the acronym?
Yes, the asset limited, income constrained, but employed.
Yeah,
yes.
Interesting. Great. And then, well, first, how do people know that you exist? How do these folks know to come to Daystar?
Well, a lot of our clients come to us through the 211 referral system. We have partnerships with a lot of other agencies, Pinellas County Services, Metro Community Services. We work with Florida Blues, Simply Health, Bayfront Healthcare, Bay Care. All of those agencies make referrals to us. Word of mouth is very strong. And then just those well-intentioned members of the community who maybe it's a friend or family member and they say, hey, wait a minute, we need to figure this out for you. We can't let you live like this. We're going to get you some help. So they make those referrals to us as well.
That makes a lot of sense. And given that you have all those feeders, what's kind of your saturation level? What's your capacity? Are you full, or do you still have room for to help to offer more help?
No, we don't like to say no. We will work with whoever, whenever they come in, and if we can't provide that direct service, we will find the agency or the proper place for them. We don't have quotas like that. This year, we're on track to helping probably about 400 people pay their rent. We're on track for about 50,000 individuals to be impacted by our food pantry services and helping those who are food insecure. So we don't really try to dwell on those numbers, though. We really want to look at how we really can lift that each individual client up. And make them sustainable. So we try not to say no to anybody if we can't. People always leave Daystar with something.
That's wonderful. That's a great philosophy. So then, what are your constraints? What's if the community wanted to help enable you to never have to even think about saying no? What are the things you need most to make that happen?
Well, I will say that we do all of that with only 6 employees. When I say 6 employees, 4 of those employees are dedicated specifically to client services. So we have a very small core group, but we have 200 volunteers. And 99% of all of the services we provide are provided through volunteers. So one of the things that we're experiencing, and a lot of nonprofits are experiencing it, but particularly at Daystar, because we rely so heavily on those volunteers to provide our services, is we never have enough. We just never have enough volunteers. There's always something to do or someone to help. And we just really need those hands-on individuals who want to stock pantry, want to interview clients, want to help people build resumes, dig in the dirt in our organic garden. We always have something for someone to do.
That's amazing. And how, if someone watching this wants to jump in and help, how can they get in touch with you?
So they can contact us either via our website or they can call us.
So then, what's the year ahead look like for you? Then now you're humming along. Are you on a growth trajectory? Do you have new services you want to add? What's sort of the trajectory and plans for the coming years?
Well, this year is a very exciting year for us because we have been given some grants through Bayfront Health, Orlando Health, and also Suncoast Financial Credit Union Foundation. They are helping us grow our farm program. One of the things that we've embarked on is agricultural training to make food more accessible for individuals. We will be building gardens, individual households. So we have property managers who have referred their tenants to us, and we are going to be working with these individuals to teach them how to grow their own food, how to make it sustainable. We're going to be bringing on a nutritionist to work with those who maybe have specialized diets. We're finding a lot of individuals who have chronic health disease require fresh produce, require FODMAP-free type of foods, and they can't afford it. You've been to the grocery store lately. Produce is one of the most expensive things you can purchase. So we're going to help individuals start to learn how to grow and be able to provide for themselves so they don't have to rely so heavily all the time. They'll always need grocery services, but so that they can start to experience the joys of growing your own food. It's very therapeutic. It will help make food accessible, but it'll also provide a skill set and some training and some camaraderie, peer mentorship will be offered through the program. It's a very exciting program. And then in addition to that, we will be offering nutrition and cooking classes for kids. So they'll be able to come to our urban farm. They'll tour the farm. They'll learn all about the things that we grow here. And then they'll get together as a team with local chefs, and they're going to prepare meals together appropriate for their age group. So we're very excited about those programs.
Sounds incredible. It's such a wide swath of things that you do as a leader of the organization, and given that you have a staff, that you can count on 2 hands. What's your strategy for being able to do so many things? Do you sort of think of them as individual projects, or how do you go so wide with such a small staff?
So again, we have really wonderful, dedicated volunteers. Some of our program managers and project managers are actually volunteers that are here every day. So I do have those individuals to rely on. But strategically, what we really do is we look at each program and how it directly connects with each other. So our farm connects with our pantry, connects with healthy living and healthy options, partners with some of our community organizations that are here on site, and we really work together as a full team. Then we take each individual client and we assess where are they? And as far as in the system, I guess you would say, what is their need? How did they get to this point where they had to reach out? And what can we do to lift them back up? What can we do to provide them with everything they need? So it's really a team effort, but every single one of our programs kind of intertwines with each other, and so is designed specifically for each individual, which makes it a lot easier to manage the whole thing.
That's smart. Yeah. And I guess I probably misspoke in that you have 200 volunteers. You don't have a small organization. You just have.
No. Yeah. We have a large group of people that really work at Daystar.
That's great. And then I feel like you probably have, it seems like you have a holistic strategy to work with your clients. Is there a time element to that as well? So you want to put them on a progression, and then you can actually work with them as they work along that progression of advancement towards something?
Yeah. So while we don't put hard and fast, you must complete this within 3 months to continue services with Daystar, we follow everyone through through the steps. Again, the very first thing we need to do is stabilize the immediate need. So that short-term solution, maybe it's a bag of groceries, maybe it's diapers for their children, maybe it's signing them up for SNAP benefits. Those very specific individual things. Maybe it's help working and advocating with their landlord to prevent that eviction or turning their water back on. And then from there, sitting down and really doing a full interview of, okay, what do you need? Is it budgeting services that you need? Maybe you just don't know that you're living above your means. You've never been taught the basics of budgeting. Or maybe it's helping them find stable housing that's within their financial means. So we have volunteers who will help with traveler's assistance and helping them find housing that makes more sense for them, but is still close to their job. Maybe it's getting them set up with places like Career Source, where they can learn job skills. Maybe it's getting them connected to a financial stability manager, which we offer here in-house now as well, just to kind of get a better picture of who are we working with and what are your needs to be successful. And some of our clients are with us for a year or two, and some of our clients, it's really a very quick thing. I got sick. I lost time at work. I couldn't pay my electric bill. We got them on a payment plan for Duke Energy. And we're checking in on them in a couple months, and they're still stable. They're still housed. That was a very simple fix. So
that's brilliant. And I know you mentioned needing volunteers. I have to say, just again looking back at all the different stuff, there truly is something for everyone, and not doing the same thing every day. You can help someone with a resume one day and be out gardening the next day. It seems like it could be exciting and rewarding use of time.
Exactly. And if you can only come for 1 hour once a month, it's anything you can do to help. Or maybe you can't provide in-person help or in-person services. As little as $25 can help buy a bag of groceries for a family in need.
That's wonderful. Well, it's a great story. It's a great service. I hope you'll get some new champions for you out of from this version of Impact Catalyst. I really appreciate your time and sharing what you're doing with everybody.
Joe, thank you so much for having me. We really appreciated this opportunity.
Heide Cornell, Daystar. Thank you.
Thank you.